Great morning, fellow traders. This is Austin. It is Monday, March 11th, and this is the first of 5 sessions we're going to record in crude oil trading. Trading CL, quick strike fashion. It's 5 minutes ahead of the pit session open, 6 actually. It's 8:54 plus, so we're around 5 minutes out from the pit session. We'll wait for the initial gyrations to slap around like they normally do. The programs get themselves situated for the day, and then we'll take a read and go from there. The approach is similar to what we profiled in the weekend blog video conversation that was March 10th. Using 2 different charts for a double filtration, we're seeking 30, 40 cent profit objectives using the CM patterns mode, and each pattern that sets up gives us a potential price objective before the trade's ever entered. So while we're still pondering the trade, way before price even gives us a confirm, we know where it wants to go and where we want to take profits ahead of time. And so I'll be talking about that today when I measure price. I'll say, okay, I'm looking long here, short there, and I'm looking for a profit objective probably in the 30 to 50 cent range, because that's what price is telling us it wants to do. So that's how it goes, and I'm only working until about noon each day this week. I have a lot of things that I'm getting squared away on the personal side. In afternoons, I have some doctor's appointments and dental appointments and things like that as I prepare for the big serious push from April 1st onwards. So that's what we have going on. Let them open it up at 9 o'clock, see which way the first signals confirm, take our trades, hold the stop at initial stop is minus 10 cents, and just leave it right there until price goes to its objective. And there we are, 8:56. Okay, the pit session's open. I'm looking short around 91.68.
Order pending.
And then a stop. I have an automated stop at 78 if filled. If I don't catch that 68 entry, then I'm looking, which would be a pullback to congestion, then I'm looking at an entry around 91.55 or a little bit better. So I'm going to take whichever comes first. The 68 pullback, which didn't happen, it just traded up to about 67, or I'm going to trade around 91.55, give or take a few cents. And I have an automated stop at minus 10 cents from wherever the fill is. That'll get us started for the day, whichever happens first. Okay, got our first fill of the day. 91.65 is a congested stall zone. Stop 75. I would be looking on the buy side around 91.85, and I would be on the sell side at around 91.55 if this is stopped out. So looking long, 91.85 zone, short 91.55 zone, and we're looking downside around 91.20 as a price objective, looking upside around
Stop
92.20
filled.
to 92.35. So selling 85 zone, selling 55 zone, buying 85 zone, and looking for 40, 50 cents, 30 to 40 cents on either side. That's what we got. So first trade of the day sequence, executed and stopped out. Looking for the second round. 9:14. All right, 9:15. We've got some wild whips going here. The algos are running wild. As you can see, this is a 1-minute chart, and they just plunge that about $350 a contract, and still going. I will leave this pullback short entry in place, but that may have smoked away. So see what happens. Wanted the 91.55. I'll still take it. Yeah, it's a whipsaw start to the morning. This is not unusual. See what happens. 9:15. Okay, 919. That
Order
move is
canceled.
no longer valid. They just whip spiked it away. What are you going to do? It's an algo market this morning. They are headed towards that 91.20 where we anticipated. If our 91.65 trade had held, we'd be punching out. Be a successful day. It didn't. Got that whip spike up, chopped out. What are you going to do? Wait for the next move. That's what we're going to do. No trade plans at this time. Need to see a new sequence pattern set up. Everything is null and void on the chart. I have no bias or expectations. I'm just going to sit, watch, and wait until the next market move. 920. Okay, update. No progress. Price algo whipped down to the targets we expected. It was an overlay of the CM roadmap warning track, but more importantly, a CM pattern projection down here at 91.20. It pegged that almost to the exact cent, which they commonly do, as we talked about. Unfortunately, it was just too violent a move, that being a 1 minute bar, to catch. You know, the programs took them one way and then hard the other way. That's how it goes. So, looking for the next sequence of events for today, be that minutes or hours from now. There's nothing at the moment. Just waiting for whatever happens next. I don't know if it'll be long or short, and I don't care. Waiting for price to tell us what it wants to do and then follow along. 9:45. Okay then. Quite a slow morning across the board. The E-minis are going nowhere. Crude oil is going nowhere after making that one algo plunge. We're long on a key reverse from 91.45. Initial 10-cent stop. Looking for. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Where is the target? I got to scrunch down my chart. It's on another screen. Looking for 92.25 up, possibly 92.50 plus. I'll be out before that. Key resistance is going to be just below 91.80. So they got to make it from here to 91.80, and quite frankly, not much above there would punch me out. So that's what we're looking for. Upside has to clear 91.60 and 91.80 areas before really good things happen. So uh, not much more to say than that. Just taking the executions and waiting for price action to do something in every market. 10:07. Okay, we filled 91.20. I was actually trying for a 91.30 pullback, and it traded to 91.29, and then it dropped through. So there we are. It's a very spastic staccato CL tape this morning. All algo surges and then absolutely nothing. Pretty much the same in the E-minis. I mean, we're watching zero ranges in the S&P and the NQ also. So just a dead day in a dead morning in the tapes overall. Anything's possible. Um, as far as objectives go here, the first thing we have is this CM roadmap at 91.10, and then the next roadmap lower is at 90 something. All right, so let's mark that right there. That is an objective based on that study. Based on the pattern study, we're looking at pretty much the same thing, 90-90 and then 90-80 there, and below, like 90-75. So there's the potential for this to go to 90-80 or lower, and that's pretty much what I'm targeting. If I take 40 cents out of this, 20 for the day, then that's going to do in a rather choppy staccato tape so far. If they come up and stop this out, and then I'm sitting at minus 30 cents, it's not a big deal. Then I'm waiting for whatever happens next, and I would probably be content just to punch out at break even for the day. You know, you don't always have to be a hero and book the big gains or even the expected gains. Just got to tread water sometimes. So, it's what we have going on. It is 10:25 Eastern. Okay then, it is 10:30. Price is traded to the roadmap. Now I'm
Order
going to
canceled. Order pending.
take my stop to entry. And like I said, we're holding for that 90-80 zone or better. Slip to the 5-minute view. There's the surge blow. It's all programmed surge blows so far today. And we have patterns targeting, like I said. Hold on a second. Gotta manipulate my chart a little bit. Yeah, next zone lower is below 90-80. So I'm looking for a stop to the 90-80 area or lower, and I'm going to be content with 20 cents or better for today. The part that sucked is this trade here had it. If not for that random algo spike, kicked it out and then dropped at 40, 50 cents. So that's trading. That's how it goes. E-minis are no better today. Everything has been a challenge. So I'll be perfectly content to book that 20 cents or better and take it in tomorrow. This is just day 1 of 5 here that we're performing this exercise on, which is a precursor to the Intensified Trading program by special invitation only. 10:31 Eastern. Okay, 10:40. Price is at or coming through where it should. If it's going to continue lower, you can see the wicks on the 5-minute chart are popping off the roadmap. So I've got a 10-cent stop in place here. If that's taken out, then it's going to be a minus. It's going to be minus 10-cent cumulative, and looking for whatever comes next. So trying to hold for 90-80 or lower. If they pop up and stop this out, I'll take that, and then I'll see if there's something to be had elsewhere. It's a very erratic, dead staccato tape so far, and that's the same thing with the S&P. I think the ES is inside of a 3 index point range in the first hour plus of what is supposed to be prime time. So that's the markets these days. You just tread water through the dead stuff. You can't make money there, and you take advantage of the active tapes when they come along. So remains to be seen. Got 10 cents locked in here, looking for 90-80 or lower. If it happens, it's going to be on a algo surge slam, so will come out of the blue. One thing we know for sure, there's not going to be any deliberate methodical movement today. 1041. Okay, then, as predicted and expected, price went 30 cents in favor and just spike chopped out at plus 10, and that's about it for now. I mean, there's really nothing going on. I'm going to wait for a new sequence of patterns to show up or noon to arrive. I'm going to be done. I'm going to be done before 1 o'clock Eastern. I have things going on this afternoon that I simply can't be in front of the market. So maybe they'll give me a shot at catching something. Maybe they won't. That's how today's shaping up. Just patchy staccato. The S&P is a 3 point and 1 tick range, and it's 1047. The markets are just comatose dead. So something sets up, I'll trade it. If not, day's over with. Price action is just chop spurting around. What can you do? 1047. Okay, it is 11:05. We have a dynamic pullback, long entry at 91.05. Initial stop in place. All they're doing really in the big picture is just consolidating down in the road maps. They could as easily go to 90-80 or lower as back up to 91.55 or higher. Really no bias at this point. There's no energy in the tape. But in any event, this is likely going to be my last trade attempt of the day because I don't have much day left. Like I said, I'm out at around noon and it's 11:05. So if this one stopped out, it'd be possible for one more signal to happen, but not likely because if they chop back lower, then they're probably just sitting in a consolidation and they aren't going to go anywhere in my allotted time. So most likely this is it for me. Leaving it intact. looking for some upside. Um, no real plans. They point back towards the 91.55 to the open range from here and then higher. But let's just go with that. If they trade to 91.55, I would be out buyer before then, and I wouldn't overthink the process any further. So that's where we're at. 11:06. Okay, 11:13. They are trading to
Order
a pivotal
canceled.
zone. It is
Order
actually
pending.
a CM pattern confirm long side 91.20. So there's actually a buy signal right here, but I'm already long, so I'm just going to advance my stop to entry. And if they chop stop this one out, I'm done for the day at minus 10 cents or thereabouts. And so it goes. I'm holding for, let me look here. I'm holding for, he says, let me take a measurement because things are so congested here. I got several charts up. There are about three different angles projecting to 91.55. One of those being the open range return, and two of those are different CM patterns price measurements. So we're going to hold towards 91.55. I may be out before then, but depends on how violent they may spike up there. They come down and take this out, I'm finished for the morning, and that would finish my day because I'm out of time by noon, like I said. So that's where it's at. 11:15 a.m. Alrighty then. It is now 11:39 Eastern. This trade's just kind of sitting there. It's gone about 20 cents in favor, just a tad more, and that's about it. Still holding the stop at par. If they come down and chop this out, then it's going to be about a minus 10 cent day. If they can get up another 10 cents or so, I'm going to try to lock in 20 or 30 here net. Yeah, I should say 30 or 40 here in this trade, 20 or 30 for the day, and consider that pretty good in another dead micro range kind of session. The E-minis are absolutely dead. There's nothing happening there, and very little in crude oil this morning. So see what happens. I have a limited amount of time left before I'm out of the office. 11:40 Eastern. 11:47. Price is bleeding ever so higher. I'm going to lock in a par for the day. So if by any chance they come down and slap this out, that's all right. Then, it would have been minus 10, minus 10, plus 10, plus 10. See what happens tomorrow. And if they make it up just a little bit higher, they can take it up above there, then I'm going to lock in 20 cents for the day and call that a victory in a 90-cent range. It could have been a very decent morning if only price hadn't have knifed through the early downside when I wanted 91.55. I wanted to be short here. That was impossible. I wanted to be short on the pullback. That didn't happen. And then they gave a buy signal that didn't work, and then a sell signal that worked for, inevitably that one went far enough. So if I had made one different decision, just held this trade. No, I'm sorry, 91.20. I'm sorry, confused. That didn't go any further. That went 30 cents and then back out for 10, and now we're currently long, and we're going to see a resolution. So worst case scenario for the morning, it's break even, no harm done. Tried to make something happen, couldn't catch anything. Best case scenario, going to pick up 20 cents or better. So I can live with the results of either. Now it's just a matter of which way history writes itself. 11:49. Okay, CL. We are going to lock
Order
in that
pending. Order
30-cent
canceled.
stop, 20 for the day, like we said. That's our game plan. We think it could go to 91.55 or higher. Hell, it could go to 91.85 or 92 with ease, but it could as easily stall out here in this congestion and, just chop for the rest of the day. Hey, those are the decisions you have to make when it comes to trade management. Nobody knows anything for sure. One thing I do know for sure, we won't finish any worse than around 20 cents. Give or take the slippage here, and we might do better. So That's how today is shaping up. It is 12:13 Eastern. It is 12:14 Eastern. That was quick. Trailed stop clipped. End of story. So basically, the range today has been 91.50 to 90.90. It's been about a 60-cent range, other than this opening bell surge slam. Now, to recap, we were short initially 91.65. That got ticked out by about 3 cents on the stop. Had that held, would have been a 40-cent day easily, and that would have been that. Very simple. It did not hold. Got turned around, and I tried a long pullback, or I'm sorry, a long breakout that didn't work, and then a short. Then I tried to get short 91.30, no fill. Well, over here I tried to get short 91.55, no fill. 91.30, no fill. 90.20 filled. Went 30-ish cents in favor, picked up 10. Got long, went 30-ish cents in favor, finished at 20. End of story. Day 1 of 5 complete. Like I said, I'm away for the afternoon. It could be the best trading of the day, but I'm not going to be here, so that's what I was able to accomplish. 4 days left to go. I will see you tomorrow.